What's going on, everyone? My name is Greggo, and today I'm taking you through my top 5 shoulder exercises you should be doing. Before we get into that, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos. In the month of June, we had 74 new subscribers, which is the most in my channel's history. So it's been a very great month for me, and I'm very appreciative for all you who've been watching and following on my journey with the new camera, with quarantine, with everything, with the garage gym tours you've been liking. So I'm gonna keep on with the content. I appreciate you all for watching. Now let's get into the video. Exercise number 1, dumbbell shoulder overhead press. So if you did not want to do this, you want to do something else. Damn, the vehicles out there are loud. You could do a military press, like we can do over there in the power rack, but today we decided to do dumbbell, because I am a big fan of dumbbells. And with this exercise, we're going pretty heavy. I would not say to try to go for like a 1 rep max or like a 2 rep or 3 rep. Even 5 is pushing it, because to get the dumbbells up is kind of a risky movement. So I'd probably say anywhere between 6 to 12, but for that first heavy set, I would say probably 8 to 10. If you get 6, it's not the end of the world, but I'd probably shoot for that 8 to 10 mark and then maybe back off and do 12 reps. So what I chose to do today, I did 100-pound dumbbells. And I honestly am a lot stronger at this exercise, but I've been kind of backing off a little bit and really focusing, pausing in the bottom, really slow on the way up, slow on the way down. So when you get into position, bada bing, bada boom, chest up, shoulder blades back. This is the starting position. Elbows slightly tucked. From here we go to point A to point B. Boom. Back down nice and slow, and back up. PR. So like I said, with this one, you want to be careful because you can do some serious damage to yourself if you mess around and pick up like the 150s and start twirling them around with terrible form. So you want to keep everything tight, elbows tucked in, shoulder blades back, chest up, nice and slow. I do like to pause at the bottom. You don't have to do the pause, but I generally like to do the pause, so you choose if you want to do that or not. But that's exercise number 1. Let's go to number 2. Now that we covered exercise number 1, we go to exercise number 2, which is honestly probably my favorite exercise for shoulders in general. And just disclaimer, I'm not saying this is the best, routine for shoulders, but this is what I have found to be the best for me, and it has given me a lot of great results, help cap my delts, help grow them. So this is what I'm advising you guys to do that I do. You don't have to, but simply an advising, what's the word?
Recommendation.
It's simply a recommendation. I recommend you do this routine. So pick the weight that is good for you. Don't just go crazy. I go crazy sometimes, but you don't go crazy. So with the dumbbell lateral raise, that's what we're going to be starting off with for the second exercise. Chest up nice and tall, shoulder blades back. You're going to bring the dumbbells up. You're not going to bring them up like this though. No good. So you want to bring them up right about there. Pour the water at the top. Don't bring them up too high either. We don't want that. That's not good. When you're coming up, big squeeze, come down, pause, and don't go all the way down. Stop right about here. Keep everything nice and contracted. Up, down, up, down. So honestly, for me, this exercise is my moneymaker. I would attribute most of my delt roundness to this exercise. Do drop sets, do rest pause, do whatever, honestly. Just get a ton of volume in with this. So this is exercise number 2 for me. Let's go to number 3. Exercise number 3, rear delts. Do not neglect them. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna incline bench right here. We got some massively heavy weights right here at 5 pounds. And so what we're gonna do, come to the bench. So for me, I prefer to have my chest right about here. So right about the sternum on the pad. And then I do not retract my scapula. I come right about here, come up, nice and slow on the way down, and then back up. Some people might like to retract their scapula. I choose not to. Rear delts are actually a strong suit of mine, and I found that it works better for me to do that. So another thing, like you could try if you like that way or this way or that way, but I prefer to have it not retracted. So you can retract it if you want. So let's give a little look at what it looks like. So again, the position, pad right about the sternum level. I do have the dumbbells right about here. So that's where I like to position it. We come to here, up, nice and slow on the way down, back up. And for this movement, you don't want to come down all the way to here. So stop right about there. So bring it up, back down, bring it up, back down. like I said, rear delts are very important. A lot of people neglect them. So I advise you all to really, really focus on nailing this exercise. And if you don't want to do this exercise, you go over here. You can do a cable. You can position right here and do a 2-arm rear delt cable fly. Also, if you do not want to do that exercise, you come over here. We got tons of variety here. And you can do the reverse pec deck or rear delt fly machine. So lots of options with rear delts. You want to hit them from different angles. Honestly, if you wanted to do like this or that to start off and then do that at the end of the workout, that's fine. But just hit the rear delts, make sure you don't neglect them, hit them from different angles. That's exercise number 3. Let's take on number 4. We got the blue bar down here, row bar, for some upright rows, which is number 4 of our 5 exercises you should be doing in the gym. So with this exercise, I see a lot of people botch it. You know, coming here, doing this. You know, you gotta feel, what are you laughing about? Yeah, it's kind of funny. So with this exercise, one of the main things to focus on is keeping that chest nice and high. Stand tall, chest high. And when you have the bar in your hands, I'm gonna show you what to do. So for me, bring it down here. So for me, I like to have right about there. You can go a little bit wider, so you can have it out to here. But for me, I do like thumb grip away from this part right here. So thumb grip away, boom, boom. Pick it up. Chest up nice and hot. Oh, I did not pick a good weight to demonstrate this. So you're gonna have the chest up, stand tall, shoulder blades back. And then with this, you do not wanna come straight up this way. Do not wanna come straight up this way. You wanna bring it forward a little bit. So right here. And when you're doing it, you wanna make sure your elbows are leading the movement. So you don't wanna be like this. You wanna have the elbows come up high, like that. So I do love upright rows. Some people are not a fan of them, but I'm a big fan of them. For me, it's all about nailing the execution. When you're coming down, control, pause, up, come down, control, pause, up. Whew, I'm out of breath.
Old man.
I just worked out, so give me some slack here. So yes, upright rows is number 4. Hope you guys enjoyed the little demonstration on to number 5 now. All right, exercise number 5, the cable lateral raise. One of my favorites. I'm a big fan of lateral raises. What can I say? They get the delts nice and round. They really do. So with the cables, you get constant tension all the way through. So that's why I generally like to do a cable movement. So even with the upright rows, if you did not want to use the barbell, you could go over there and use a Smith machine. Or you come over here and use a cable. So when it comes to training shoulders, just be very creative. Use different angles, use different attachments like cables, and use a Smith machine even if you want to. Because even with the presses, you can use a Smith machine as well. So now that our focus is on number 5, the cable lateral raise, I'm gonna show you how it's done. Cable lateral raise, it's very important to stand nice and tall, chest up. And with the cable, you don't wanna have it coming back this way. You wanna have it, the travel of the cable needs to come out this way a little bit more. So you don't wanna come straight back. You wanna bring the cable out slightly. And similar to what we did the dumbbells over there is you wanna make sure you're pouring the water at the top. So when you're in the motion, stand nice and tall, start the movement, pour it out. Same thing, you don't want to be going this way. You don't want to be having the thumbs to the sky, you want to have the pinky up. That's the important part. Pinky up, chest up, down nice and slow, pause, don't come down all the way, right about there, and then up. Boom! So that's our 5 shoulder exercises that you guys should be doing at your gym, garage gym, at home, wherever, whatever you can do. We're at the garage gym right now. And if you haven't seen my last video where I gave a tour of this $20,000 garage gym that we're training in right now, go check that out. And once again, thank you all for watching my videos in June. We crushed it. I think it was over 4,500 views, which is really good for me. 74 new subscribers, so a very good month. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to see more of. I'm out. Have a good day and night, wherever you're at.